What is up, boys and girls and other things? What's going on, man? You're listening to Just My 2 Cents. This is the UFC 282 ceremonial weigh-in pregame. Welcome. Join me. Smoke something, drink something. Get hyped up for these stare downs. That's the fucking coolest thing about the weigh-ins. That's the thing I get most excited for. I have a lot to talk about in a relatively short period of time. You might think, oh, an hour is a long time. You know, most people, even most live streams are just about an hour. 2 hours is a longer one for a lot of people. But, you know, so it might seem like a lot, but I can kind of go on and on a little bit. So I'm going to try and get all the information out that I want to talk about. I am going to give my fight picks for UFC 282. I have gotten super duper greasy, and I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to tell you the action that I put down that I'm going to be excited to see if it cashes. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all got, what your picks, what your bets are. And yeah, man, just get hyped up for these fights. UFC 282 is taking place tomorrow night at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Should be a good one. It's not a bad card. It's not, I don't know, man. There have been some really good cards this year. So I guess you could kind of say we've been a little spoiled, but it's still not a bad card. The prelims are pretty good. You know, there's a couple prelim fights that you could see potentially headlining like a fight night card, but the main card, there's some decent fights on it, but like, I guess it's just being a little spoiled because, dude, there have been some fucking really insane cards for 2022. 2022 in general, in my opinion, has been kind of a shitty year, but as far as UFC, there's been some good fight cards. What up, Zach? What are you doing? You ready, dude? You ready for these fucking fights? What'd you think of the weigh-ins? You see them? I did watch the weigh-ins. I'm going to talk about what I thought about them. But real quick, I just wanted to speak on what's been probably the number one topic of conversation for the last couple of days, and that's this whole Bellator. Yeah, I know a lot of people watching Bellator right now. Bellator is such a fucking snooze job for me. I understand a lot of people bet it. A lot of the boys will handicap Bellator, but I could give a fuck about that fucking second tier organization. Hello to you, Wong Yun. Greetings and salutations. How are you? So, yeah, boys, I just wanted to say real quick, this is my thoughts on the whole Paddy Pimblett, Ariel Helwani beef, so to speak. I don't really know how much further it's going to go, but I'll just weigh in on it real quick, give you my 2 cents on it. If you come at the king, you best not miss, you fucking mushroom sausage. Dude, that was a fucking bully beatdown. People are talking about like 10-8 Ariel, 10-7. Nah, that wasn't no fucking round score, nothing. That was a fucking KO. KO. So yeah, that's my overall analysis on that situation. Ariel's the GOAT, Patty's a fucking lizard, and Dana Red is just red as a fucking lobster. I was just gonna put like the red circle up there. You know how they had the color shits on the fucking on the emoji thing, but nah, dude. I figured I'd stick with the animal theme. So yeah, there you go. That's what I think about that. But I thought that shit was hilarious, man. So yeah, Patty Pimblett kind of segues a little bit into 282. So and man, it's not like I'm fucking I love Ariel Hawani. In fact, I really didn't care for Ariel that much. And I would take Dana's side with some of the things that he said, but the more and more that I've seen, the dude just keeps too many receipts. He has just again, he just has all this evidence. And these last two fucking like I said, dude, they've been fucking bully beatdowns of Schwab and now Patty. It's like my respect for him has grown, and my respect for Patty, I still respect him as a fighter. I'm not talking about that, but just outside, like as a dude, is like has definitely gone down. Just shilling for Dana White. Just those two just having a fucking little circle jerk. And man, you're the fighter. Dana is the fight promoter. Stick to that shit, dude. That getting on fucking YouTube and talking shit and trying to be entertaining and trying to be a content creator. Like I know Patty's entertaining, but dude, you going up against Ariel? Nah, dude. Pick your fucking battles. And yeah, he's the king of that shit, of that realm. The MMA media realm, nah, that's the king. So yeah, once again, bada bing, bada boom. There you go. All right, enough about that, man. Enough about that. But yeah, welcome to the pregame. Zach, Wong, whoever else had joined. What's good, dude? Pull up a chair, plop down on the couch. I got this fucking bubbler rolling. I thought about, man, I thought about having a little drink. I'm not much of a drinker, but in the spirit of a pregame, dude, I got this fucking the last of this bottle of proper 12 that my fucking mom brought up here for Thanksgiving. I was thinking about having a little nip off the bottle, but I don't know. Still tossing it up. But yeah, man. Welcome to the 282 ceremonial weigh-in pregame. I am just my 2 cents. That's what I do. I come on here and I give my opinions. Yeah, man. I talk a lot of shit. I talk a lot of shit about fighters. I just give you my honest opinion. Like, I'm well aware of the fact that most UFC fighters would fucking beat my ass. But I just don't, what I don't care for, and I see a lot of it around the community, is the fucking ass kissing, dude. These fucking sycophants that get close to fighters to get their careers going and fucking build their followings on social media. And it's just, yeah, I don't care for that. So, yeah. I know that I can kind of come off as this is just for new listeners. I know that I kind of come off as a prick and like, oh, dude, how could you say that about this fighter? It's like, I respect all the fighters as fighters. I do. Whether I think they're a good fighter or a bad fighter, I do respect them all for stepping in there and fighting. But I'm not going to fucking beat around the bush. I'm not going to bullshit. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I don't want to say this because this fighter might get upset with me, or, you know, this fighter's my buddy. And nah, I'm not about that. I'm going to give you my honest fucking opinion. And yeah. So yeah, welcome if you're new. If you're not, you know what the fucking deal is. So yeah, let's get this shit started, dude. I did watch the weigh-ins. What did y'all think of the weigh-ins? Normally what I do is I will have a weigh-in show where I react to the weigh-ins basically. But considering this was a pay-per-view and they have an official and a ceremonial weigh-in, Ain't nobody got no free plan on StreamYard time to be doing both, especially not this fucking loudmouth. So yeah, I figured I enjoyed doing the pregame last time for the last week for Orlando. So I figured, fuck, dude, make it 2 weeks in a row. Get hyped up a little bit. The stare downs are in little less than an hour. That shit is tight. I'm gonna give you my my live reactions to the stare downs. We're gonna get to see how much more rehydrated people were. I would say overall, generally speaking, I thought the weigh-ins and the fighters that weighed in looked good. I was expecting to see a few guys look really, really shitty and shaky on the scales, and they didn't. Some guys that have come back from pretty decent layoffs. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts. These are the weigh-in results. And I went back and watched the weigh-ins, and these are the order in which the fighters weighed in. So you can see that at the bottom. I'm going to leave that up for a second. Like I said, a lot of fighters look good. So there are more fighters in the, I call it the looking sharp category. I decided to make the best, to indicate the best by 2 asterisks instead of 3, so it doesn't confuse people. But yeah, you'll see down below, there was only one fighter to miss weight, and you can see the asterisk for that one as well. It was, of course, as y'all probably know by now, it was Daniel Da Silva that missed weight by 3 fucking pounds. And yeah, just, you know what, dude? Honestly, it's just fucking right there. Unfucking real. It is like every fucking week, one of these jokers misses weight. I don't get it, man. It happens a lot with these. It's happening a lot with these flyweights too, right? Like these fucking bantamweights that are like, oh shit, fucking 135 is a chop saw, and I'm gonna get my fucking 2x4 ass just fucking cut right through. So they're like, oh well, I'll cut a little extra weight, get down to flyweight, and crush these little dudes. I don't know, man, but yeah, fucking Daniel Silva misses weight, unreal, unfucking real. But yeah, overall, man, dudes, I'm pretty sure this is an all dude fight card. So the people that complain constantly about WMMA, and you know, I tend to be one of them. Yeah, no chick fights. So hope the boys go out there and deliver. But I think they will, man. Like it's not the best card, but I think there will be some good fights. I think there will be some good fights. Man, I mentioned it just a second ago. I thought that Alex Hernandez and Darren Till were going to look like shit. More so Alex Hernandez. He looked pretty good, dude. I was expecting him to look really rough. I was half expecting him to miss weight. We haven't seen Darren Till in a while. Like, Till didn't look awesome, so I left him out of the sharp. It was kind of take it or leave it. He doesn't really have like a fucking, you know, a picture perfect physique or anything, but I thought he looked pretty decent. He looked okay. He looked fine. But I couldn't quite put him in the looking good. I thought Alex Hernandez looked pretty good for cutting down to 145. Dalcha always looks good. Chris Curtis looked good. He is such a cheeseball, dude. Fucking Curtis. He gets up there and starts doing Rocky push-ups, which I don't mind a little, you know, a little showmanship during the weigh-ins. But then he wasn't the only one to do it. Like 4 or 5 of them did it, where they get up there, they get their weight taken, and then they hop right off the scale. It's like, dude, how many fucking times have y'all done this? You have to pose for the woman that takes the pictures for the UFC. Y'all know the drill. You've done it a lot, and it happens. Talk about a fighter missing weight every week. At least 2 or 3 of these guys will have to be told to sit the fuck still for 5 seconds. And Chris Curtis like kind of played it off and made like a corny joke about it, but like there was another dude that got a little testy about it, and it's like, bro, this is, if it's not your first fight, the first fight is like excusable. Like you don't really know what's going on. You're probably nervous, but it's like if you weighed in 3 or 4 times for the UFC, like just it just like that's why Curtis was funny too, because it's like, oh, you had the push-ups and shit ready, but then it's like when you have to stay there, it's like, I don't know, man. But yeah, there's another fighter I'm gonna talk about in a second that got a little chippy. I got a little chippy, and it wasn't fighter to fighter like a stare down thing. It was like got a little chippy with the photographers and media and such. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a pretty good way. And now the guy I just mentioned, Jay Perrin, did not look good. TJ Brown looked physique, he's shredded, but his face looked a little, he had that kind of like sucked out, like kind of hazy look in his eyes a little bit, look a little drained. I don't think it's necessarily going to affect him that bad in the fight, but I just giving you my honest 2 cents on what I thought everybody looked like. Da Silva missed weight. He looked the worst, looked dejected. He looked like shit physically, and we could tell that he was upset. I mean, that's a pretty big weight miss, and I don't necessarily think he did it on purpose. I think he just had a bad cut. He just like fuck. He looked upset. It didn't look like Phil Rowe where he was like, oh shit, I missed weight. Oh, that's my fucking B. It's just kind of like, oh fuck. He was like, God damn it, I missed weight, boys. So yeah. But honestly, if I had to say who looked the absolute best, it was pretty close. Like Dricus looks pretty damn good physically. Dalcha too. Dalcha looks like a comic book superhero, but let's be real. Buckley on the scale, just physique wise and like weight cut wise, looked like a brick shit house. Looked ready to go, had good energy. He looked the best to me. But if you want to say Dricus, that's fine with me too. Like Dricus looked really good. All these dudes I thought looked good physically and seemed to be in good spirits and like locked in mentally. So yeah, surprised by Hernandez. Like I thought some of these guys didn't surprise me at all. I expected both Jan and Magomed to come in healthy, having good cuts and having good camps that they took seriously. I mean, it's for the fucking belt, dude. So yeah, man, they both look good and didn't surprise me at all. Yeah, and like I said, I didn't think Till looked bad. I thought that he would, but he didn't. And there's a couple other people like Taporia didn't look bad, but he the dude cuts a good bit of weight. Same with Patty. I mean, I have Patty there. Like he looked a little bit drained, but I thought overall Patty looked good. His energy looked good, and he cuts a lot of weight too, man. So I thought Patty looked pretty good. You could probably put Taporia up there as well. What up, Lobby? Oh my god, with the Kraus thing. I'll circle back to that. Yeah, I mean, he's got a mouth on him, man. He's definitely got a mouthpiece on him. Now, I would be worried if he was fighting higher competition. Not like Gordon is trash or anything, but I think Patty's going to win that fight. Spoiler alert. I think this is a setup spot for Patty. I don't hate that, dude. For some of the people they fucking cut, yeah, I think he could probably throw fucking Da Silva in there too. Till didn't look like a guy wanting to fight, in my opinion. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. So you just keep it to yourself, Zach. Don't you ever fucking say anything that I disagree with. You only say stuff that we're on the same page with. It has to be an echo chamber in here, dude. No disagreements. I'm just playing. I mean, I disagree. I think he looked good. I don't understand, and I'm not just talking about Zach, but this just makes me think of what some people have been saying. Dude, I get the Drika side. I get the Drika side totally, dude. But your boy's going the other way, and I'm gonna talk about here in just a short, boys. Shout out to the 4 people in the building. Got a little crew. Huddle up. Smoke one time with your boy. Shout out to fucking my fake sponsor, Country, with this delicious Chrome Slipper 99. It is a fucking gnarly Samwell Tarly of a hybrid. It's good. So that was the weigh-ins. That was my overview of the weigh-ins. And again, these guys didn't look super great to me. This still looked like shit. But I am gonna get my picks for these fights and also my bets. I got greasy. I'm gonna tell you what I bet, and feel free to drop your bets or your plays and let me know which picks you're most confident about. I'm getting excited for this card, man. It's been a slow build. Been a slow build. I can start to feel it now. Down in my plums. So what am I doing right now? Fight card. Fight card. We're just a little over half an hour until the stare downs. They call it the ceremonial weigh-in. It's the fucking stare downs. We know what they fucking weighed. That's why I like doing this, because honestly, the ceremonial weigh-ins are kind of corny. Like Joe, like yelling, and now we have Magomed. Like, it just, I don't know, man. That's why I like doing it myself and just commenting on what I see, how they match up with each other. You know, I get that kind of thing is for the fans, for people there in person, but a little cheesy. The weigh-in show is definitely fucking cheesy. DC and Sanko and that other fucking dork just hamming it up. Like, okay. Listen to this fucking dork instead. So, yeah, let me give you my picks real quick. I'll make a banner for this. UFC 282 fight picks. Why did I take that down? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, there's your weighing results in the order that they weighed in. Yeah, so that De Silva fight, that shit he got camped. I don't know what I was talking about before, but I might have said something about the fight, but yeah, I just remembered that it's canceled now. So I wasn't gonna bet that one anyway. But that sucks. You know, condolences to the people that bet that one. Hope you get your money back on that. So let's go to this fight card. Pull up Tapology real quick. Give my picks. I'll give my bets. And then it should just be about game time. Topology. Tap in. Yes. Yes. Credential. Login credential. All right. Just my 2 cents. Yes. Follow me on Tapology. Just my 2 cents. Yep. I hit the 500 mark last week. 500 correct UFC picks. I better got a fucking award for that, dude. I have 41 awards right now, but I can't remember what I had. If that 500 picks got me one, it fucking should. It fucking should, by God. All right. Let's go to fucking Bellator is going on right now. The Battle Snall. I know some people are fucking. People got some action on Bellator. I've only made 2 Bellator bets ever, and both of them crashed and burned. Upcoming. God. This is fucking annoying, dude. Upcoming events. God, there are so many fucking shitty promotions. Like a million fucking shitty regional promotions. Crazy, dude. I'm trying to find this fucking UFC. And I'm having to like, God. Jesus Christ. Okay, UFC 282. God. Sorry, y'all having some technical difficulties. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Well, dude, it's funny you say that because that was one of my bets. I bet on Machida. It was the Shotokan bias. But yeah, he got smoked. I had a Machida and a MVP parlay. Duh. Yeah, that one didn't work out. Oh my fucking god, this shit is pissing me the fuck off. Alright, whatever, I'm not gonna do that. Shit, I'm fucking having trouble with that. Technical difficulties. Apologies. Alright. So, we'll just start at the bottom of the card. Steve Kozlow could be live for a submission, but I'm going to go with Cameron Simon. I think he gets it done either by decision. I'm going to probably go by decision. Maybe Kozlow gets finished, but I'm gonna say Simon by decision. TJ Brown, Eric Silva. I don't have a super duper strong lean on this one. I honestly just don't know. I might go. Dude, I don't know, man. I think TJ Brown could win it with his wrestling. Like he might get threatened with a few submissions, but I think TJ Brown is a decent enough grappler. I don't know, man. With this fight in particular, he's been rolling with Bryce, getting Bryce ready for Topuria and vice versa. So I think Brown gets it done with the grappling. I don't feel too strongly about it, but I'm going to say probably Brown by decision. I know, dude, I haven't tracked my metrics on that, but I'm sure it's not super duper great. I agree, Noah, and I don't think that Brown is some fucking awesome fighter. Like he's not bad, but nothing super duper special when you're talking about like top 15 or even, I think he's probably in like the top 30, but I think he gets the job done against Silva. Silva, he looked okay. Like, I don't know, man. I didn't like his body language. But yeah, I'm interested to see how he looks now at the ceremonials here in about just over half an hour. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm going to go with Brown by decision probably. Now, this one, boys. This one right here. Billy Quarantillo versus Alex Hernandez. My quick thoughts on this fight. I have seen so many fucking people completely writing off Alex Hernandez and just tongue all bottom hole. Billy Q is a fan favorite on Twitter. He's a fighter that interacts with a lot of fans. So he's everybody's buddy. I think that gets him a little overhyped. I'm not saying he's a shit fighter, but I don't know, man. I think me personally, my own noob, casual, like opinion is this is like seems like a Hernandez or pass situation. Billy Q looks good against barely slash not UFC competition. And he gets beat by anyone decent. I think Hernandez is decent. I don't think he's fucking great, but dude, I don't know, man. He looked good on the scales. I had already picked Hernandez, and I actually got a little action on Hernandez too. I'm gonna talk about that here in a second, but dude, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Hernandez in this spot. I people, man, people. You know what I think it is? It's Cowboy Cerrone stands because he talked a lot of shit about Cowboy and got fucking embarrassed. Like fair play to Cowboy, dude. Hernandez ran his mouth talking all kinds of spicy shit about Cowboy and got fucking whooped. So I don't blame people for giving him shit about that, but some people like are still like can't let that go and just will not move past that fight. And at that point, like Cowboy, that's when Cowboy was beating like fucking uh Ally Aquinta and like going on his little decent comeback streak or whatever. But I don't know, man. It's not that Billy Q sucks. I just think this is a fucking kind of a pick 'em. And so yeah, I'll take the dog. I'll take the dog here. Um Now the later the fight goes, yeah, it favors Quarantillo. His strongest asset is probably his cardio, and he does have pretty good boxing and striking, but it's like it's volume striking. I'm not saying he's chinny or a glass jaw, but dude, if Burgos had like 10 more seconds in the second round, that's another knockout loss. And that seems to be kind of how, like, he got out grappled by Gavin Tucker, right? But in the other fights that he's lost, it's him getting he's the cardio machine, right? He's the one that can push the pace and put a lot of fucking volume on you. But when he gets cracked heavy, man, I don't know. I heard a lot of people talking about Hernandez, like, and whether they can handle Quarantillo's pressure or whatever. I don't know if he can handle Hernandez's power, dude. Like Alex Hernandez fucking cracks. It's just I don't know, man. I think people are kind of overhyping Quarantillo. They have this love affair with Billy Q. Oh, he's a fucking super cool dude, but I think this is a pick 'em, man. And I'm gonna go with the dog here. I'm gonna go with Alex Hernandez. And I got like little bit action. Talk about that here in a second, but gotta speed this up, man. But this is the that's the early prelims. Just gonna give some quick picks and then quick grease, and then it'll be just about time, dude. So yeah, I know it's Friday night. People got shit to do, and you know, the Battle of Snall is going on. So yeah. But man, everyone that stopped through, I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good Friday night, man. I hope you all have a good weekend. These the fights start around the normal time, I think. I gotta check the schedule, but yeah, 6:30. Yeah. So the main car will start at the normal time at 10. But that is the early prelims. Prelims, this is actually one of the tougher fights to pick. This is the prelim opener, Chris Curtis and Buckley. Dude, kind of I won't say exact mirror match, but it's two guys that I would say are primarily strikers that get it done mostly with the hands, although Curtis and Buckley actually both have not. I think like well, Buckley has that crazy knockout over Impa. But yeah, they mostly boxing heavy strikers. You know, I think it's fair to say they're both kind of knockout artists That's how they kind of butter their bread, so to speak. Tough fight to pick, dude. Might be a little bit biased, but I am ever going to so slightly lean with Joaquin Buckley. I do have a play on this fight, but it is kind of a play that I don't normally go at. Like, I don't normally make these kinds of bets, but I'll talk about it here in a second. But yeah, I do have one play on this fight, but close fight. I can see Curtis getting it done, but I'm going to say Buckley just being a little bit younger, a little bit faster, but it's close. Definitely a tough pick. I don't blame anybody for staying away from that fight or for betting violence, but a little tough to pick a side on that one. But I'm going to ever so slightly lean Buckley. Shabazian Dalcha, I think this is a Shabazian kind of, not a layup, but this is a spot where Shabazian can look good. Dalcha's a good grappler, but I think Edmund's just going to fucking knock him out. I'm going to probably pick Edmund by first round knockout. I didn't bet that, but I was tempted to bet Edmund by knockout. The money line wasn't like terrible, but I don't know. I kind of just passed on it. Rosenstrike Dawkins. I gotta go Biggie boy, dude. There's a chance that Dawkins out grapples him. I just don't see him subbing him. Like, Rosenstrike survived against Curtis, who I think is a way better wrestler. Dawkins definitely has good jiu-jitsu. He has a black belt. So there's a chance that he could, like, if he hurts Rosenstrike, maybe sub him, but like club and sub. But I'm going to go with Rosenstrike by knockout. I think Biggie Boy is much more dangerous. And Dawkins just seems to get in these firefights. He likes to fucking throw down. And I just think the firepower that Rosenstrike is packing, I think he's going to fucking starch him. So I'm going to go Rosenstrike by knockout. This one here, dude. Raul Rosas Jr. versus Jay Perrin. I do not hate the Jay Perrin side at all. I was very tempted to fucking bet Jay Perrin. But I'm actually going to pick Rosas Jr. I think that I'm not going to make any kind of bold, crazy predictions about this kid because he's 17. But the fact that he is 17 and making his UFC debut is pretty crazy. He's definitely talented. I know I make a lot of jokes about the dude. On some real shit, I do think that people say this stuff about him like, oh man, why does he look so weird? Oh, I think it's a broken nose. Oh, I think it's this. Nah, it's something else. It's, it's not something that he could control, something that he did at all. So I probably should make fun of it. I'm definitely gonna go to hell for it. But nah, dude, that ain't no fucking. But I think it actually could be to his advantage, dude. So I'm gonna actually go with the mutant dude. I'm gonna go with he's not a man. He's an ex-boy. I'm gonna go with I think he's gonna use his genetic mutation. He's gonna use his fucking mutagenic powers to out grapple and probably sub Jay Perrin. So yeah, I think it's crazy the 17-year-old kid is fighting in the UFC as a pro. That's gnarly, and I think he gets it done. But I don't hate Jay Perrin. Definitely has a pretty big experience advantage, but I think this is kind of another kind of like, okay, Rosas, here's your debut on a pay-per-view. Headlining the prelims, yeah, I think they're expecting him to get it done. So I'm going to go with Rosas Jr. Shout out to the two homies in the building, man. Hope y'all are good. Got the stare downs coming up here in like 20 minutes. We're on the main card. Once I get through this, I'm gonna give these picks real quick, and then I'm gonna get my bets real quick, and then it'll be just about that time, boys. I'm excited, dude. I'm getting excited for these fights. The light heavyweight championship is on the line. Former champion Jan Błachowicz versus number one contender Magomed Ankalaev. Cheers. Like I said, I thought about drinking a little fucking little proper 12, but nah, man. That's not usually my style. Prepare a little more for something like that. Switch up the energy or anything, you know what I'm saying? All right. Main card. Main card, quick picks, quick bets. All right. Bryce Mitchell, Ilia Topuria. Tell you something right now. I've already proven Ilya wrong once. He said I was a coward. He said I was scared to come up here. Well, how can someone be a coward if they're not afraid to die? He said something like that. It was pretty tight, though. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Yeah, dude. I'm excited for this one, man. This is a good fucking fight. Two undefeated fighters. Perfect fight to. Honestly, man, I get why Patty's the co-main, but this should probably be the co-main. As far as the anticipation, I know Patty's a popular fighter, but the hardcores, I think the hardcores know that this is pretty much the co-main event. This is a really fucking good fight. Bryce is really tough. Ilia Topuria is a really good striker. They're both good grapplers. I'm fucking stoked for this one. I do have a play on this fight. Take a wild guess who it is. But yeah, dude, I'm pumped for this fucking fight. But yeah. I like Mitchell in the spot. I like Mitchell here. I'm gonna break it down a little bit more here in a second. Let me just get to these picks. I got Bryce Mitchell, Darren Till, Dricus Duplessis. I'm actually gonna save that one for the bets. Ponzinibbio Morono. I'm gonna go with Ponzi. I didn't bet this one. Morono could easily win this fight. I just think that Ponzi's not completely washed, and he is. Morono likes to stand and bang. Ponzinibbio is going to fucking knock him out. So I'm going to take Ponzinibbio by knockout. It won't surprise me if Morono upsets him. Like, Ponzinibbio doesn't have the best chin. He's low-key kind of a glass cannon. Not complete glass, but Morono doesn't have the best chin either, and Ponzinibbio fucking hits hard. And the way Morono fights, he likes to get in dogfights, dude, and Ponzinibbio, man, if you do that with Ponzi and you don't have the best defense, which Alex doesn't, I think he's going to get slumped. So I'm going to go with Ponzinibbio to win that one, but I don't have a bet on it. Like, I could see Morono winning. He gets underrated a lot, and I've definitely underrated him and faded him and fucking eaten a bunch of crow. So I'm pretty excited for that, man. Morono stepping in on short notice. It's a catch weight fight. They both weighed in at 179 and a half, I believe. So yeah, man, shout out to both of them. Morono for stepping up and Ponzinibbio for accepting it. I like both of them. I think they're both good fighters and seem like both pretty good dudes. I don't care for Ponzinibbio's eye poking. That's a really bad habit of his. But other than that, I think they're both pretty cool. Now, co-main, Patty Jared Gordon. Dude, all the shit that happened this week, I was really tempted to bet Jared Gordon, but nah, dude. It's just my 2 cents, but don't fucking do it, man. Don't get it twisted. This fight was set up for Paddy Pimblett to style and profile. They did not stick him in a fucking co-main event on the pay-per-view at the end of the year for him to lose to fucking Jared Gordon. This is a very favorable matchup for Patty. A dude that doesn't have one punch knockout power, a guy that's more kind of a grinder, doesn't have the best chin, can get out grappled if you know what the fuck you're doing, and Patty does in the grappling. Honestly, man, I don't know if it's true or not about Patty subbing him twice. Maybe it's bullshit. I don't know, but I do think Patty's the better grappler. I think you got to go Lizard in this spot, dude. I think it's fucking. I don't know, man. I might, a little bit of me might be rooting for Gordon, but nah, man. This is fucking Lizard time. I think the mushroom sausage gets it done, but yeah, team knows for sure on that one, dude. So yeah, that's the main event. I mean, dude, for the people that are new, anyone new that come by some miracle happens to like pass by this channel and see this fucking stream. If you don't know, now you know. I'm a massive Ankalaev stan. I think it's his time. I've been beating the Magomed Ankalaev war drum for a good hot minute. It's come to fruition. The cards kind of just fell into place on this one. Light heavyweight's been crazy like that, where the title's been changing hands a lot. Literally seems like with every fight, the title changes hands. So how fitting that, you know, by happenstance, Glover and Jiri, I don't know, man. I'm not going to get into what happened with that, but one way or another, the cards fell into place, and here we fucking go. And kind of how Jan won the belt too, honestly. So it's fitting. But yeah, this is Ankalaev time. I just think with the youth, with the combination of striking and grappling, and Jan has a lot of power. Jan's a good striker. He checks kicks really well. He throws good low kicks, really good body kicks. But Ankalaev kind of does a lot of those things too. Ankalaev checks kicks really fucking well, throws good low kicks, throws really fucking good body kicks. I don't know, man. I see Jan having his moments, maybe stunning or hurting Ankalaev, but the combination of grappling, man, and Jan ain't no fucking threat off his back, dude. If Ankalaev ends up on top, there ain't gonna be no Paul Craig bullshit. If Jan ends up on top, it could be a problem, but Ankalaev is a good Dagestanian Sambo grappler. I think it's Magomed's time. I think he's right in his prime. He has, other than that sketchy Paul Craig loss, he's been not flawless, but he's been taking care of business. I think he continues to do that. And Magomed become champion, maybe giving Paul Craig fight and Magomed revenging this guy, brother. So that's what I think, man. I think it's Ankalaev time for word. So what y'all saying real quick. I'll give you all these bets. Let's fucking go Wong Yun. He'll whoop him in the name of Jesus Christ, his Lord and Savior. Or my name ain't fucking 2 cents. No, I better not say that, man. No, because I'm definitely fucking 2 cents. And yeah, I mean, I like Bryce to win, but I'm not going to go that far. I understand why Ilya is the favorite. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be the favorite, but I don't know, man. All right. That's the fucking picks. How about some bets, boys? Y'all want to get fucking greasy with it? You fucking D-gens want to get real greasy? You want to do that? Shout out to Artem. Artem inspired the funny man, inspired the title for this. Welcome to a little segment. I'm going to be, and this is going to be moving forward too. Welcome to a little segment I like to call Grease My 2 Cents UFC 282 Jersey Mike's action. Some sandwich bets, boys. See what we can do, dude. See how many free sandwiches your boy can rack up. Fill up that Jersey Mike's card, dude. Shout out to my fake sponsor, Jersey Mike's. Dude, Artem, if you listen to this, dude, when I get Jersey Mike's to fucking sponsor me for real, I am going to eat so many fucking submarine sandwiches in front of your fucking smart ass face. I'm going to do it the whole fucking stream, dude. You think my mukbang was bad before, dude? You ain't seen nothing. But yeah, shout out to Artem. Shout out to all the boys in the Ark and Dome. Shout out to all the homies on YouTube, the usual suspects. But yeah, man, been a pretty good year for a rookie year, dude. Been a pretty good rookie year. Ups and downs. Had a couple really good nights. and haven't had any really big losses. Just slow and steady. So now, without further ado, these are my fucking bets. I kind of alluded to it before. I didn't really break this fight down before, but you know what? The place is here and the time is fucking now. The boys in the dome already know this, but let me illuminate the rest of you. This is my first fucking play. Dricus is a fucking fraud, dude. He's the new novelty item. He's the shiny new toy. The one that's going to bring the belt home to South Africa. He's up there, and I get why he's doing it, being critical of Pereira, trying to put himself in a position if he wins this fight to, like, I don't know, man, I don't blame the dude trying to get done with his mouthpiece, but man, he has been looking shaky in there against some fucking jobbers, dude. Brad Tavares is a fucking jobber. He's a 34-year-old dude that's been knocked out 3 fucking times, but Dricus, the South African knockout god, can't knock out fucking 34-year-old Brad Tavares. That was all I really needed to see, dude. You give me Till in a fucking underdog spot against a dude that likes to bang and leave his fucking chin in the air and throw these ridiculous, like, blitzing combos. Dude, Till gonna slide back and fucking pace this motherfucker. I got Darren Till. That's a fucking free Jersey Mike's right there, dude. So you can see, as I've indicated, 0.5 units. That's what I'm gonna call a unit right there. A unit is a free Jersey Mike's. So that's a free Jersey Mike's right there for your boy. Nah, Subways is just dookie, dude. And Jersey Mike's is fucking dank. It's that simple. Plus, Jersey Mike's fucking East Coast thing. Yeah, next play, dude. I already kind of said it before, but shit, there you are. Bryce Mitchell. I like Bryce. Bryce is a fucking dog, and he has no fear. As he walks through the valley of the shadow of death, he will fear no Ilya Taporia, and he will beat him, and he will get me a free Jersey Mike sandwich with fresh cheeses and Italian deli meats and lettuces, and have it seasoned the Jersey Mike's way. But yeah, I like that, dude. I think that's a sandwich. I like this one too. I like Hernandez here. Yeah. I think it's kind of a pick 'em. I think Billy Q is kind of an overrated jobber. You can say Hernandez is a jobber too. That's fair enough. But I think he has more power, and I think he's going to be the much stronger guy. I think he could have success with the grappling too, the wrestling. I don't know, man. I just think Billy's kind of overrated. Dude, Hernandez by knockout was plus 550. I had to throw down fucking $2 and get a free Jersey Mike's. Man, please. That's way too tempting. Stupid odds on a dude that's how he wins a lot of his fights, is by fucking knockout. But yeah, man. This is my greasiest play, boys. This is just a dastardly little 4-piece. And this is the only bet actually that includes my boy. But yeah, I think this is just a sneaky little 4-leg parlay. Buckley Curtis is the first bet that I've ever made that hasn't been picking a side, where it's just like I'm getting a prop in on violence, like my first violence prop. So yeah, I like that. I think one of them is getting knocked the fuck out. I think it's going to be Curtis. Like, I think Buckley's going to chin him, but I could easily see Curtis winning this fight too. Buckley doesn't have the best chin. I think somebody getting knocked the fuck out. So I like that. Give me the lizard inside the distance. So yeah, Buckley Curtis KO, ends in KO, mushroom sausage, Magomed champion, and then I decided to throw Bud Crawford in here. If Bud Crawford burns me on this, I'm going to be so fucking pissed at myself. I have been a serious Crawford critic for a while. I think he's a really good fighter, but this whole Spence thing soured me. Anyways, I think he takes care of Avanesian. I don't think this is a joke fight. And dude, if Mean Machine can knock that motherfucker out in 6 rounds, Bud should be able to do that or even sooner. Honestly, my official prediction for that fight is Bud Crawford by 3rd round knockout. But yeah, 1 through 6, yeah, that was plus money, dude. That was plus 125. So I threw that in there. Half a unit gets me 4 Jersey Mikes. Oh yeah, you better fucking believe it. Also, your boy threw down a free bet. Well, before that, I have another prop on Bud. Bud rounds 1 through 4. I think that's pretty. Like I said, I think he takes care of Avanesian in a few rounds. I honestly don't think it probably doesn't make it past 4. It definitely doesn't make it past 6. If Avanesian takes Bud past 6 rounds, he's a fucking. I'm not gonna say he's a fraud, but that's some fucking. That will be Bud pulling a fucking stunt. I think he's not going to be happy with all this duck talk, with all this, all the criticism, and I think he's going to make an example out of this tune-up here. So yeah. Now, the last bet that I have on this one was a free bet. And I put it on one fucking fighter. Can you guess what that fighter is? Who could it be? Who can it be now? Anybody want to guess? 3 people in the building, you want to guess real quick? I put it all on one guy. It might end up being stupid, but you know what? It was free. And it's going to, if it hits, it's going to be a triple. It's not going to be crazy. Like I didn't make some crazy parlay that would win me like 10K or something, and then I'd have problems collecting from fucking FanDuel. I just, I didn't go crazy with it. Didn't get too greedy, but I put it on one fighter. A straight play on the money line to win 3 figures. Any guesses? Any guesses real quick before this thing starts? Not Ankalaev. It is not Ankalaev. Wrong again. It is not Dalcha Lungiambula. Good guess, though. No, it's turkey bacon. Good guess, though. Give you one more guess, and I'll tell you who it is. Nah, see, that would have been getting greedy. Nah. All right. Well, 3 strikes and you're out. That's the name of the game, boys. 3 strikes and you're out. Here it is. I put my free bet on one fucking dude. Motherfucking Biggie boy. Biggie boy on the money line. Free 20 unit bet to bring back little over 10 Jersey Mikes, which I considered $10. One sandwich equals $10. 1 unit. 1 unit equals 1 sandwich equals $10. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I think Dawkins is just the kind of guy that I can just envision him on Rosenstrike's record. Because he can't quite beat the elite, but he can look at Arlovsky and like the guys that he's not great competition, but he's been surviving, dude. He didn't make it long at all. Dude barely touched him. And like the way Dawkins fights, nah, I think Biggie Boy gonna starch him. And if it doesn't hit, hey, it was fucking free. No fucking no sweat off my fucking sack. But yeah, that's my plays, dude. We'll see what happens. So yeah, it was $20 wagered total, 2 units. If all these hit, it'll be just under 200 total. Because the 4-piece gives me 4 units, and every other one is just a little over 1. But yeah, dude, we're about to kick this shit off, man. The ceremonial weigh-ins are starting now. So let me pull it up. I'm pumped for these stare downs, boys. What y'all think? Appreciate you, Jackie boy. Hey, best of luck to you, brother. 20 units on Biggie boy, baby. My free bet. Yep. Nothing to lose. Well, except 10 Jersey Mikes. But, hey. Now, see, that's bullshit, dude. I fucking turned on the notification for the ceremonial weigh-in. Nothing. Waiting on UFC. Fucking Bush, dude. Now, see, if I start my stream late, I mean 1 minute late, it affects my viewership and my traffic. Them, nah, no big deal. 4,000 in there. Great. But yeah, I appreciate you, Jackie boy. Hey, dude, that's the king right there, dude. You want to talk about leading the pack? Or just about damn near. If he's not the top spot, he's like number 2. Or maybe he reclaimed the top spot. I haven't looked, man. But that's Jack Attack MMA of Bet MMA Tips fame. He had the top spot on Bet MMA Tips for quite some time. That's my dog. What do you like, Jack? What do you like? Well, I fucking tell you what. If you for real want that honeybee magic, that magic honeybee mojo, hit up Jackie boy. His picks are on there. I don't think it's very expensive, but there you go, Jack. Little free promo for you. To get it out there to my massive audience, dude. I'm not so much an entertainer as like an influencer, bro. But yeah, boys, this shit's about to kick off. Appreciate everyone that came through for the pregame. I mean, this is what it's all about. Oh, wow, dude. Live in 12 minutes. They are having some delays. Well, that's all good, dude. That is perfect. Live in 12 minutes. You know what? I have to fucking take a squeege. So I'll be right back, man. Shout out to the 4 people in the building. I'm on the ceremonial weigh-ins stream right now, the official UFC stream, and they just said starts in 12 minutes. So they're pushing it back a little bit. I wonder. Something to think about until I come back. I'm going to throw this question out to y'all. What is the reason for the delay? The pullout? Losing the De Silva fight? Is that what it is? Or something more nefarious, perhaps? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I'll be right back. Okay. 8 minutes and 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. 8 minutes and 35 seconds. T minus. Until fucking the UFC 282 official ceremonial weigh-ins and stare-downs commence. Just enough time to fucking rip the bubbler real quick, talk a little more shit, and yeah, anybody gonna answer that question? Why did it take? What's the reason for the delay? While I wait for an answer on that, another thing I want to throw out there, another kind of disclaimer, so to speak, that I always like to remind people of. This has just been my experience. I've been predicting UFC fights on YouTube for about almost 5 years now. This is one thing I've learned. If I was you, I would not make your picks or bets based off the weigh-ins. I know a lot of people, and some people might disagree, but I know I've heard a lot of people every fucking week talking about, oh, well, I'm going to wait and see what happens at the weigh-ins. It's like, dude, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Because the weigh-ins, like it says right there, in my opinion, just my 2 cents, 9 times out of 10, the better fighter will win, and the weigh-ins won't really make the difference. Trying to microanalyze the weigh-ins, to me, is kind of a waste of time. You do the tape study, you trust your instincts, and most of the time, the better fighter will win. So yeah, I just want to throw that out there. And you can see the disclaimer: entertainment purposes only, not gambling or financial advice. Tailor at your own risk. Bet responsibly. Call 1-800-GAMBLER if you're having a problem. It's not a shameful thing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Now, I got a couple more questions, man. While we're just sitting here waiting for these stare downs to start. One person in the building. What do you think is gonna be fight of the night? Nice, dude. Hand sanitizer, boy. Yeah, I like how Patty is telling him to like speak English, and you can barely understand what that motherfucker says. Like, as far as who speaks more broken English, dude, I think it's a push. I think that's minus 115 on either side, dude. Who has better English? Or who has worse English, rather? Yeah. But one person, one single soul that is watching me. I thank you dearly. What do you think is gonna be fight of the night? Just got a couple minutes here before this thing starts. Matter of fact, I'll throw them all out to you. These were the questions. I was hoping for a slightly bigger crowd, so I've been a little more fun with that, but still. I was going to ask fight of the night, performance of the night, and these two are a little bit more fun and interesting, in my opinion. Who's going to be that parlay buster, dude? Who is going to be shitting in that fucking Jersey Mike's sandwich, dude? Who is going to be shitting in those Sunday morning cereal bowls? That's a question. Also, this one. I like this one too. Where's the controversy going to come from? There's going to be some regardless. There's for not having the craziest name value per se on this card, there's a lot of narrative fights. A lot, man. A lot of narratives. Fighters coming back off long layoffs. A fight that probably shouldn't be the co-main event. I don't know, man. This kind of like last week. There's something weird, a little in the air, but yeah. What do you think the robbery tonight is going to be? Those are my questions. But let me check this real quick. See what's going on with these fucking stare downs. I need to get my fucking headphones too now that I think about it. Actually, the fuck I do. I don't need the fucking sound. I can see who these motherfuckers are. Oh my god. These fucking weirdos. There are so many weirdos in the chat spamming, oh, Patty the Batty. It's so weird, man. Dude, the UFC chats, like these big channels, big MMA chats, they are a fucking cesspool, dude. The most obnoxious, childish, like fucking, dude, it's the worst. It is the fucking worst. You want to talk about trolls and they're kids, man. They're little fucking high school kids. That's how they fucking act. Yeah. So it says it's still on schedule to start here in like 2.5 minutes. That's a good shout, dude. That's a really good shout. If it's close, there are a couple fights like that, dude. There are a couple fights. Till and Dricus, I'm kind of worried about that. I'm worried that if Till doesn't finish him and it's close, dude, they will rob Till 1,000%. 1,000% they're going to rob Darren Till. If this one is close, they will rob Jared Gordon. You can stake your fucking life on it, dude. They will 100% rob Jared Gordon. Like I said, there's a couple fights that have narrative behind them. They are pushing Dricus hard. They are pushing Patty the Batty. Another one, dude. Perrin and Hosas Jr. If that fight is close, you can bet your sweet little asses that old Jay Perrin is going to catch a fucking daylight robbery across the grill, dude. For real. They will rob him to get Rosas Jr. a close one. Those are my predictions for robbery tonight. But yeah, what's up, Real News? I see you, dude. Hope all is well, everyone. Same to you, man. Good to see you. I don't have too many fights going to decision, so I'll say Buckley fight winds up a robbery in some people's eyes. Man, that's not actually that crazy. That's actually a pretty good shout, man. I mean, it happens plenty where everyone is so fucking sure someone's getting knocked out and it goes to decision. That will definitely fuck my parlay. This is the first violence bet that I've ever made. I have that in a parlay to not go. Real News, if you're still in the building, I'm not sure if you are or not, but this is my fucking this is my dastardly little 4-piece, dude. And Buckley Curtis ending in KO is the first leg of it. First violence bet I've ever made, so we'll see. And yeah, man, I got Biggie Boy up there because I took a free bet on him. It was 20 units, free, of course, to me, but oh shit, I put the wrong one. 20 units free on the money line, and the comeback gets me 10 units, or what I'm now putting as a unit is a sandwich, a Jersey Mike sandwich. 1 unit equals 1 sandwich. So yeah, I think that's a pretty decent shot of hitting. I think Rosenstrike chin checks him in the first or second. I just don't. I think if Dawkins was a better wrestler, I'd be a little more worried. His jiu-jitsu is really good, but Biggie Boy has decent takedown defense. And I think if he tries to clinch up with Rosenstrike, that is going to be a bad fucking idea. Rosen. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to get copyright stricken. Ah, Christ. Well, God, boys, I want to fucking puke. Nah, man. Yeah, I think this is Biggie Boy all day. I don't think Dawkins is on his level. I think Dawkins is already talking about moving down to light heavyweight. I think this will be just the knockout loss to cement that. Let's fucking go, Real News. Let's fucking go. Same here, dude. It was a tough one for me. I have a little bias against Chris Curtis. I don't hate the guy, but I've definitely faded him, and he's definitely made fun of me for fading him. So if I can fucking get a Tapology pick right and kind of hedge it in case he gets the knockout, which I think is likely. Neither one of them had the best chin, and both of them hit pretty fucking hard. So yeah, I think that has a decent shot of hitting. I think that was the steepest leg on the parlay. It was like minus 210, I think. But yeah. So I think this thing is starting. I think this thing is finally fucking starting. I might want to turn the fucking volume down. It was fucking all the way up. So yeah, they're just doing the intro bullshit, the little intro promo. But yeah. Well, let me get the avatar switched up. UFC 282. Kick this jank off. Now, the fights themselves are at T-Mobile. I think the weigh-ins, these ceremonial weigh-ins, are at MGM or something. A different venue. They're at a different venue. But yeah, dude, a lot of narrative, man. Lizard Pimblett, Dricus Du Plessis, the South African fucking hype job. Everyone's on his fucking scrotum this week. Not me. I like Till there. I think this is a get right bounce back spot for Till. I don't think Dricus is on his level striking, and he ain't no fucking wrestler. Till's got pretty good takedown defense anyway, unless it's against a fucking wrestler like Brunson, which Dricus is not. He's a sloppy, heavy-handed striker. Dude, Till had a close fight with Whitaker. I think Whitaker would fucking destroy Dricus. I think Till's gonna fucking smoke Dricus, and everyone's gonna have their fucking jaw on the floor with Du Plessis. But yeah, here we go. There's Joe Rogan. Red is a dude. He might be redder than fucking Dana Red, and that is insane. That is not a fucking life to live. Being redder in the face than Dana White. I mean, I get it. He's fucking screaming at the top of his lungs. God, he's so short. Fucking toe Rogan. The human toe. All right, first fight, man. We got another South African man, the debuting Cameron Simon. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Cameron Simon versus, what is it, Steve Kozlow? Yes, Steven Kozlow. Shout out to Big Moise. I know Moise is on Kozlow to get the sub. I think that's his path. But I think Simon gets it done. I think he wins a siege. It's going to be tricky grappling, scrambling. I think Simon will just kind of get the better of it and win it'll be, I think he'll threaten with a couple submissions, Kozlow that is, and maybe win a round. Like, I don't think it'll just be a molly-whopping, but I think it'll be, when the fight's over, I think it'll be pretty clear that Simon won it. So, yeah, I'm going to say he improves to 7-0. I'll go with old Cam Simon. Yeah. How enough of the fucking chummy shit, man. Just get your ass up there. Boy, get your ass up there and weigh in. Yeah, dude. So Simon a little bit bigger. Kozlow perhaps a little bit thicker, but Simon a little bit taller. Yeah, should be going. Good fight to kick off the card. Now we got Eric Silva and downtown TJ Brown. Shit yeah, Bo. from my damn old hometown. Got Eric Silva up first. I believe he is Ecuadorian. I believe that's what that flag is. God, Rogan is just, he's fucking Togan. Joe Togan. Toe Rogan. Yeah, Eric Silva got a pretty good physique. I thought he looked a little downtrodden in the face. Like he looked a little fucking droopy-eyed and dreary and just looked a little solemn. That's why I had him in the not looking super great. Physique wise, he looked fine, but he looked like he had a little bit of rough cut. TJ did as well. Both of those guys look like they had a rough one. Of course, as you might expect, they all look healthier now. They're not as weight drained and have rehydrated and look healthier and more filled out. So yeah, both these dudes look good. TJ Brown, it's hard to tell because of the mohawk, but it's pretty much a mirror match. They're about the same size. Brown maybe a little bit thicker, but yeah, I'm gonna take TJ Brown with the wrestling and grappling, overall grappling. But Silva again, kind of like the Simon, what's the fuck Kozlo. Like I think he'll threaten with a few submissions, but I think Brown stays safe and grinds out of this siege. All right, got my first dog play, dude. I didn't bet the money line because the KO prop was so fucking ridiculous. But yeah, man, I got Hernandez by knockout plus 550. You know, looks good, man. I understand people like Billy. He's not a bad fighter at all. He has really good cardio, good striking, but I don't think he's anything super duper special. Not saying Hernandez is, but I think it's a pick 'em in that situation. I'll throw a little something on the dog, especially when you give me plus 550 when knockout is his, like, honestly, most likely path to victory. I think he could win a decision too, especially if he hurts Billy. But yeah, man, I like Hernandez here. Billy a little bit taller, a little bit bigger. Yeah, Billy definitely bigger than I expected. He's way more than 1 inch taller than Hernandez. I swear they get these fucking heights wrong. Like whoever takes the height for these dudes, or if it's their managers declaring what their height is, it is so fucking off sometimes. But yeah, dude, here we go. Buckley and Chris Curtis. Again, this one was one of the toughest fights to pick. I'm gonna go with Buckley ever so slightly, but dude, it could easily go the other way. With this one, I just bet the violence. The first time I've ever done it, it could end up biting me, man. This could go to decision, like where they both hurt each other but can't get the finish, and then they're both so goddamn tired. Like Buckley hurts Curtis early. Curtis hurts him in the second, can't finish, and they're both gassed, and it's just like a mess of a third round. It goes to decision, and my fucking parlay gets busted. But I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm interested to see how they size up. Curtis on the scales right now, doing his Greek, you know, flex thing. God, Buckley got right up in his face, dude. God. Lord have mercy. Buckley does not fuck around, dude. God, dude, he got right up in his fucking face. Got spicy, dude. Shit just got spicy. All right, we got Edmund Shabazian and Dalcha Lungiambula. I thought about betting Edmund by knockout, and I think that more I think about it, that's what's going to happen to me. When I look at it one time for my mind, when I look at it in my mind, I just see Shabazian knockout. Dalcha swinging like crazy, Shabazian weathering the storm, and then knockout in the first round, like towards the end of the first round. Shabazian is a good finisher, dude. When he hurts somebody, he's good at getting him up out of there. And with someone like Dalcha, where it's like, I know what I'm going to get from that dude. Also, Edmund is 25, man. That's pretty fucking insane. He looks kind of jacked too, man. I don't know if y'all noticed that. He looks like he's put on some muscle. I don't think that's going to cost him. Like, I still think Dalcha is going to be the one that's going to gas. Man, Edmund is bigger than him. Dalcha is obviously thicker. God, that was an intense handshake. It looked like they were about to, their body language looks like two people that are about to fucking kill each other, and they kind of are, but like they kept it respectful. It was like really intense, but respectful. And they shook hands, but it was like, holy shit, we're gonna, you know what I mean? It was that kind of energy. I respect you, but I'm gonna kill you, bro. That it was that energy. Very intense. Here we go, dude. Oh my god, I'm fucking nervous. Dude, for the extra grease, dude, you already know Playboy. What up, player? What up, other funny dude that thinks he's funnier than me, but he's almost, but he's not. Could be dicey if Dalcha. I know. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping that Edmund made improvements, but dude, you missed it, man. You inspired me, dude. I was putting you over earlier. I'm calling my betting segment the fucking Jersey Mike's plays, dude. I had a free bet. Artem had a free bet. Put it all on Rosenstrike. That's 10 Jersey Mikes, dude. A sandwich is a unit. Biggie Boy. Biggie Boy came in big, man. He was like 261. So yeah, they're pretty much the same height. Dawkins maybe fucking an inch taller. But I think with this one, they were pretty accurate with the height. They're about the same size. Pretty close anyway. Dawkins maybe a little bit wider, but yeah, about the same. Rosenstrike is the way more dangerous striker. Dawkins isn't quite on his level, I don't think. Lean into it, right? Sandwich bets, dog. Dude, I was saying earlier, when they do fucking sponsor me for real, I am gonna mukbang that shit in your face so fucking bad. I'm just gonna eat Jersey Mike's and be spitting in the fucking microphone, and like it's gonna be great. But yeah, what's up, dude? How's your Friday night going? We got Perrin and Hosas Jr. Dude, Jay Perrin was so salty at the weigh-ins. When they made him come back, he weighed in and jumped off the scale immediately when they weighed him. And then they made him come back and he got all fucking pissed off about it. It's like, dude, this is not your first rodeo, man. You should know by now you have to fucking stay up there and flex and shit. But yeah, it was funny. He was all out of sorts about it. But yeah, I'm gonna go with I think Hosas Jr. is gonna use his X-Men powers due to his genetic mutation to fucking overpower Perrin. Perrin fucking, I mean, they're both running their yappers, but I think Hosas Jr., like, I think he's just going to out-grapple him. So, yeah. What we got right now? Here we go, dude. Here we go. Now, this is just a straight-up money line play. Answer me this question. How can I be a coward if I'm not scared to die? I've already proven Ilya wrong once, and I'm going to prove it again on Saturday night. And I'm going to get a free damn Jersey Mike sandwich out of it. Yep. I kept Taporia and Mitchell. I might have put Bryce in the sharp category, but neither one of them looked really bad. You could have put them both in sharp and it wouldn't have been bad, but yeah, I think they'll both look better here. Taporia already did. This is a good fight, man. This is a really fucking good fight. This should be the co-main event, honestly. If it's a meritocracy, if it's what people are most excited about just fight-wise, it's this one, dude. Patty is the casual draw. I get why they put him in the co-main event, but this should be the co-main event. This is a fucking great fight. They're both undefeated. in their professional records. I know Bryce lost to Katona on Ultimate Fighter, but it is what it is, dude. Topuria ain't fought nobody like Mitchell yet. He's been crushing them, but you know they're closer to the tomato can category than the you know. Not gonna say they're not legit, but it's like Mitchell is better than fucking Jai Herbert and Zawal and fucking Damon Jackson. I mean, the Leech has been that one's aging a little bit better, but still, dude, Bryce is better than all those dudes. I mean, you can probably make an argument that Topuria is better than Edson Barbosa and Andre Feely, but we're about to find out, dude. But yeah, I like Mitchell there. All right, here we go, dude. Darren Till and Dricus. Let's fucking go, Till. Let's fucking go. Till in the bandana. Dricus putting his hands up. Let's fucking go, dude. I think Till's gonna smoke this dude. He's gonna have a ridiculous speed advantage. I think he has a striking advantage. Dricus is about to get smoked. He's about to get exposed for the hype job fraud that he is. But now we got Ponzi and Alex Morono. This is a pretty good fight for just like short notice thrown together. I like that they both took the catch weight and agreed to it, and now we get this fight. It's pretty sweet. Shout out to both of them, man. Shout out to the 4 people in the building, dude. Hope you're having a good Friday night. Just sitting here watching the stare downs, talking some shit. Fucking daydreaming about my fucking free jersey mics I'm about to collect. Dude, I'm about to get so many fucking free sandwiches tomorrow. Cheers, boys. Yeah, Ponzi Morono, man. Decent little scrap, dude. Couple action fighters. Should be a banger, man. They both like to get in there and crack. Probably just gonna hop in the phone booth and fucking get right after it, man. Should be a fun fight, dude. Should be a fun first round. I think somebody getting knocked out. I think it's gonna be Alex Morono, unfortunately. Although Morono is perpetually underrated. He's someone that I've underrated and has fed me a lot of crow, but I've also correctly picked it. I've also picked some of his fights correctly. All right, here we go. Lizard Boy and Hand Sanitizer Boy. No, that's Topuria. Sorry, Gordon. I forgot that. See, that shit's got me even fucked up now. Gordon and Patty have been pretty respectful towards each other. They've been joking and like bantering back and forth and shit, but they've kept it pretty fucking respectful. I'm sorry. To me, yeah, like I'm definitely team nose, team Helwani when it comes to this scenario. Not on everything, but on this one, I'm definitely on Ariel's side. I think Patty was just shilling with Dana. So I definitely lost a little respect for him, but as far as this fight goes, I still respect Patty as a fighter, and I think he kind of gets overrated and overhated at the same time. Like I think as a fighter, he gets a little underrated, but he gets overrated by a casual fan base. I think he's going to be fucking, I don't know, man. Thinking Patty's going to be champion is a really fucking hard thing to wrap my mind around. I don't really see that, but I think he's going to take care of Jared Gordon. He's considerably bigger. He's going to be even bigger tomorrow night. I think he's either going to knock him the fuck out or just straight up Somish. So Patty, aka fucking mushroom sausage lizard boy, the belter himself, is part of my dastardly little 4-piece. My little 4-legger. Yeah, dude. Dude, that's 4 jersey mics right there, player. That's a nice little hit. I mean, Katona's decent, you know. he didn't have a horrible record. I think he just wanted that money. Shout out to Bracatona. What up, Ear? What up, Playboy? What are you doing? Fuck yeah, dude. Let's fucking go. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil or no Ilia Taporia. I've proven him wrong once already. I'll do it again. By God. I agree. The chin. The fucking chin could be the X factor too, dude. I think Taporia hits harder. I think he's the cleaner striker. Bryce is tough, though. He's country boy tough. He's Cabot, Arkansas tough. I know what they do in those parts. It's fucking hay farming. I know because one of my fucking, I won't say childhood, but, adolescent, young adulthood friends, and his father had a damn hay farm around outside Cabot. So I know that's what they do out there. No, but for real, man. Bryce is tough. He's got a good chin. Fucking, it's a good fight, man. I'm not gonna fucking shit on Taporia as a fighter. He's fucking good and he's dangerous. I just don't think he's fought anybody, man. I mean, Edson Barbosa and Feely, I'm not gonna say they're better or worse than Ilya, but they both have a lot more experience against way higher levels of competition. And Bryce did just fine with them. I think he's got a good chance to win this fight, man. But I'd asked this, Artem and anyone else here that just joined me, I had asked, and while they're doing this promo bullshit, I'll just ask y'all, what do y'all think is going to be robbery of the night? I could see them potentially robbing Bryce if it's close with Taporia. Although I don't know about that, man. I think that there's an audience for Bryce and a market for Bryce too. Conservative. There's a ton of conservative MMA fans. Country. There is a ton of country Bobo MMA fans. So I don't know. I know there's a market for Taporia. It's a whole nother, it's an international market, whatever. But I think there's a certain market for Bryce too. So as far as the narrative goes on this one, I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I threw that question out there. And now that I think about it, I think, that's a candidate too. But I had said, yeah, either that fight or Patty. If Patty Gordon is close, Lizard Boy's getting the nod for sure. If Dreekus and Till is close, Till is 1,000% getting robbed. But I think he's going to knock Dreekus out. I think he's going to knock Dreekus out in the first or second round. This is a y'all must have fucking forgot about Till, and I think it's just recency bias for Dreekus. But yes, now we have future light heavyweight champion Magomed Ankalaev, champion for this. He's taking belt. Now, I like Jan. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's a bit of an overperformer. I'm not going to say he had an easy fight to get his belt, but looking back, like Reyes isn't even close to the best. At the time he was, I guess, but it was kind of like by default. Now he's kind of the one that Magomed is getting by default. I think this is kind of like that situation. This is kind of like a Blachowicz versus Reyes, except it's reversed. Where like it's Magomed getting a pretty, not an easy matchup, but like I feel way better about this than Magomed versus Jiri, or even maybe Magomed versus Glover. I think, like I said, Jan's a good fighter, but I'm sorry, dude. Magomed is not fucking Chinny Dom Reyes, who ended up kind of being a fucking fraud. He's definitely not a fraud. He's definitely not Chinny Corey Anderson. He's definitely not fucking Chinny ass Luke Rockhold. And he's not an undersized Israel Adesanya. And let's be real, those are Jan's highlight wins. Knocking out Corey Anderson, knocking out fucking Dom Reyes, beating a decisioning Adesanya, and knocking out Luke Rockhold. That's his resurgence. I'm sorry. Ankalaev is the future. He's in his prime right now. There's nothing that he's bad at. He's durable. He can strike well. He's a really good grappler. He has good cardio. I just, I think he either wins this fight by decision or knockout. I am probably going to pick Ankalaev by decision, but I do have Magomed in the dastardly 4-piece. He was the heaviest leg, so it could have been dude. If I put somebody else besides Ankalaev, dude, this could have been like 5 or 6 Jersey Mikes. But nah, I get 4 sandwiches free for that one. But yeah, I like Magomed in there. I think he gets it done. I don't think it's going to be easy work, but I think by the end of it, it'll be like 3-2, maybe 4-1 Ankalaev. Maybe Jan hurts him in one of the rounds. But I think over the 5, it's like the things that Jan is good at, like Ankalaev is good at too. Checking leg kicks, he's good at that. He might not have quite the Polish power, quote unquote, but it's not like he's pillow fisted, dude. You let Ankalaev hit you too many times, you're gonna fucking go down. And it's not like Jan has good defense, but he's not some fucking, I don't know, man. Jan has some sketchy losses. I know he kind of turned his career around and kind of had a resurgence and stuff, and fair play to him. Like I said, he made the most out of it, and some, maybe overperformer isn't the right word, but he's been very opportunistic, and credit to him. I'm not saying that like a bad thing, but this is going to be a changing of the guard. This Glover, the Glover, Jan Blachowicz, Glovers and Juan Blachowicz are about to fall by the wayside. I know this is their last stand, their last, this is Jan Custer's last stand. I think the Ankalaevs, the Yuri Prohaskas, even the Rakiches, those guys, the Jamal Hills of the world, those are going to be the guys that are here to stay. It happens every single fucking time. The young eat the old. That's what's going to happen here. Ankalaev, I think, is better everywhere except for pure power. Although, if he starts, like I said, if it starts to pile up, man, Magomed throws really heavy body kicks, and he's got a nasty fucking right hook too. He's a southpaw, but he's got a nasty left hand and a nasty right hook. He's got a good jab too. He's a good striker. So yeah, I think he's just going to be a little bit too much. He's going to put it all together a little bit better. He's going to do a little bit more in the rounds. And I think his pressure is going to be a problem for Jan too. Dude, 100 fucking million% they're going to rob Gordon, dude. They are not having this fucking golden goose lose to Jared Gordon. That's what I'm saying, dude. Toe to toe. I went back and watched the highlights from that fight. That was a goddamn close fight. I'm not saying Till won it. I'm not getting on here talking crazy, talking about Till won it. But, dude, he won 2 rounds clear. Could have maybe won 3 if he did a little bit more. But, man, that was tooth and nail. That was like, they were literally doing some mirror match shit where, like, one guy would throw a high kick and he would fucking Matrix back from it, like Neo Fiziev back from it, and then the other guy would do the same thing. Lean back from the high kick. Till's a good striker. Dricus is powerful. The shit he was doing against Tavares, Till gonna slide back out of the way. 1-2, what you gonna fucking do? And he does that a few times, Dricus going down. Till's accurate, man. Sometimes he can be too low volume, but Dricus, I think he's gonna play right into Till's hands. Till's a good counter striker. He has dropped Wonder Boy. I know that's 170, but hey, I know. I've said many times I thought that was a little hometown cooking. Fair enough, but Till is an underrated striker, underrated fighter, and I think Dricus is a little bit of a hype job. He's good, but if Maluko has you in trouble, Giles has you in trouble, Tavares has you in trouble, Darren Till is gonna fucking put you in trouble. He's gonna have you in trouble, and I think his luck's about to run out, dude. He's been having these come from behind knockout victories out of nowhere. I'm sorry, he's going to the well one too many times with that. This is the best striker he's ever fought, and if he fights sloppy like he fought Tavares, Darren Till gonna fucking mop him up. And I am hoping to get a free Jersey Mike sandwich out of it. He has to, but I don't know how good of. Yeah, I know, right? LOL. Nice, dude. That's what's up, man. I'll stop by for sure. Y'all hear that? Check out Ears. He's gonna premiere a video at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 9 Central. But yeah, definitely agree. Tell him. Yeah, I know, right? I don't blame you. It was a little steep. I kind of just, it was really just kind of prideful, honestly. Like, I just fucking want to stick him in there somewhere. Like, I was looking for an angle decision. No, if I bet him by decision, he's going to knock him out. If I bet him by knockout, it's going to go to the cards. Like, I don't like that at all. I'm pretty fucking sure he's going to win. I'm like 80 to 85% sure that he's going to win. And that's being a massive stand, too. Like, I think I'm not going to say he's a lock, but I think Magomed is going to fucking roll here. If I'm wrong, I'll eat the crow. Y'all know my fucking policy, but nah, dude. I think Magomed's got this one. Dude, that could be fight of the night. That could be fucking fight of the night. I won't gonna bet a side. I bet violence, dude. That's my first ever violence bet. I think the way that they fight and the way that Buckley was getting after it at the fucking weigh-ins, dude, they are not going to waste any time at all. One of them is going to sleep. They both hit too hard, and neither one of them have what I would call iron chins. Me thinks somebody going to sleep. For sure, dude. Good luck. I'll be there, man. As the dude would say, I'll be there, man. Check them out. But yeah, dude, that'll be a nice little hit. But boys, I am going to be sweating during this one. I know it was a free bet, so it's not like I fucking took 200 of me and my wife's money and fucking laid it down on that. But nah, dude, I like it. I like it. I don't think Dawkins is quite on his level. I'm definitely a little nervous for it. It's not the biggest. It's not my biggest potential payout. Like, I hit 2 bets this year that were almost 200 apiece. One was like 189 and another one was like 159 or something. So this isn't quite that much, but still, I've never put, even though it's free, I've never wagered, quote unquote, this much on one fighter. So it still feels like, fuck, dude. The hits would be nice though, man. Getting 3 figures for a free bet, fuck yeah. I could have put it on the fucking little dastardly 4-piece, but God, I would have been sweating that, and I don't want. At this point, dude, look, you want to get real? Let's fucking get real. Can we all just keep it real at the same time? The year is about to end, the calendar year. My total earnings, my winnings per se, my profit, minus what I've spent on the bets themselves and minus all the losses and all that shit, I am sitting at just under 400. Anything over 600, you have to pay taxes on. So if we can keep it just under 600, that's what's up. Like, that would be just my luck. I fucking put just enough to put me over the 600 mark and I have to fucking pay the taxes on it. Nah, fuck that shit. So yeah, Rosenstrike, if it hits, that'll be nice. And I can keep the fucking federal government out of that one. I pay my damn taxes on everything else. If I don't have to, I'm not going to. Just keep it fucking Jersey Mike styly. Free Jersey Mike styly. So, yeah, I think that's it, boys. Had a good pregame, good stare downs. So, yeah, we talked about a little bit about what the robbery of the night could be. What's going to be the parlay buster, boys? Two people are still hanging around. What do y'all, who is going to put that dookie in all the apple pies and the sandwiches and the cereal bowls? Who's going to be putting poo poo in that? Who's going to be shitting everywhere? I'll answer that question for myself while I wait for a response. The leg that me personally I'm most worried about is Bud Crawford. And I know I shouldn't be. Maybe it's my Spence bias and my frustration with Bud and not making that fight happen. But I still think that all of these hit. Maybe a little worried about Patty going the distance, but nah, man. This is not. They did not set this fight up for Patty to go to decision. They set this fight up for Patty to fucking smoke Jared Gordon in impressive fashion, and I think the ingredients are there for that to happen. Patty is a wild striker, but he does have decent power and he has good finishing instincts. I think Patty is goddamn he is live for a club and sub, a straight knockout. Gordon doesn't have a very good chin. If Patty hurts him, I could see it being another like who was the dude he knocked out against the cage? I can't remember, but I think it was his debut. But I see him actually club and subbing Jared Gordon. I think he's going to hurt him. Gordon's going to go down. Patty's going to take the back, rear naked choke. That's what I see. I think Magomed wins. Buckley Curtis, they do not like each other. They both like to crack. Somebody going down. Crawford, oh my God. If that fucking Nebraska Cornhusker cannot finish David Avanesian in 6 rounds, I don't want to hear anything about what he would do to Spence ever fucking again. David Avanesian has been knocked out more than once, and he's been knocked out by, I'm not going to say terrible competition, but Bud Crawford is his toughest fight by a country fucking mile, boys. This is absolutely a tune-up. Not saying Avanesian is trash, but compared to Crawford, nah, he is not on Bud Crawford's level. Bud is, in my opinion, the second best welterweight. I have Spence slightly ahead of him. I'm not going to disrespect Bud's skill. I know how fucking good he is. And that is why it will be disgraceful if he cannot put away fucking David Avanesian in 6 rounds or less. Mean Machine. Ijadijas Kavalauskas put Avanesian away in 6 rounds. If Bud Crawford can't get him up out of there in 6, I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, he wanted to put on display for the crowd. Oh, he would have did the best. Nah, nothing. Don't say, and definitely don't say nothing about him beating Spence. You should be able to get Avanesian out of there in 6. I'm counting on it. I'm betting it. Hey, bud, everybody wins. Little buddy, this message is for you, my dude. You do that, you're going to get that bag, that fucking Kinahan money. I'm going to get these fucking Jersey Mike sandwiches. Everybody wins, dude. So I'm really hoping that's live, and I think he's going to bring it home. Yeah. I could see Dacus maybe club and subbing him. Dacus does have pretty good striking. He does have pretty good boxing. I don't think he's quite as good as Volkov. He's not too far away, but I think that Rosenstrike, he is powerful, dude. I know that he he earned the Frozen Strike nickname for a reason, but it's against a higher level of competition than Chris Daukaus. Chris Daukaus has been knocked out before by jobbers. I think that he was given favorable matchups when he came into the UFC. He just looks like just the kind of person that would end up on Rosenstrike's trophy wall. Just the kind of person that ends up a KO win on Rosenstrike's record. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm definitely hoping that he's not the fucking parlay buster. Of course, now that even though it's a free bet, now that I've put quote unquote 20 units on it, I'm like, fuck, dude. Don't fuck me, big Daukaus. You do not fuck me on this bet, Chris Daukaus. Don't fucking do it. I told you how I respected you as a cop. Just don't, please. You're already talking about going down to light heavyweight. I just don't see that, right? You don't like, oh, I beat Rosenstrike. Now let me go down to light heavyweight. Nah. I think he knows he's about to lose and like, okay, it's going to be a foregone conclusion. I'm going to get sparked out. And then I think I'll just move down after that. I don't know, man. I like I said, I respect Daukaus for being a law enforcement officer. I respect, him and his brother, the Fighting Daukuses. Like, they seem like pretty cool dudes, I guess, but I think they kind of got overhyped and overrated because of the brother thing, the cool Philly bro, like Fighting Daukuses. One of them's a cop. It seems like a fucking, it seems like a good narrative, but I think it kind of led to a little bit of a overinflation of skill. But yeah, he has a chance, but just I like Rosenstrike's chances to knock him out. He's got weird power. Daukaus' weakness is his chin. He's not an incredible wrestler. Like, I just think Rosenstrike has a pretty decent get-up game. He's never been subbed before, and he's been in there. He's been in there with good grapplers, dude. So I think this is a Rosenstrike victory. But yeah, gonna go for a couple more minutes here, and then I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm probably gonna cut it at the 2-hour mark. But yeah. Yep. So I had asked robbery of the night. Who's getting performance of the night, man? Who's really gonna fucking show up and show out? Who is gonna steal the show? Before I get up out of here, we didn't really talk on that. We had a couple for fight of the night. Real News mentioned, I think it was Real News mentioned Buckley Curtis. I think that's a good shout for fight of the night, dude. It could be the main event, but I think, me personally, I think it's either going to be this man right here or it's going to be Darren Till. Y'all better fucking give Darren Till props. Because if he beats Dricus, don't start shitting on Dricus. I think he's overhyped, but he's some of y'all's fucking hero. And if he gets fucking whooped, like, give Till some fucking credit. Don't start shitting on, using the fact that Till's been on a skid to shit on Dricus. No, Till's an underrated fighter. I think Dricus is a little bit overrated. So yeah, man. But yeah, pretty good show. I want to thank everyone that came through. I'll get the fucking music going, and then I'll play us out here, boys. Best of luck to everyone, man. Shout out to all the boys at Pub Sports Radio. Shout out to Fight Night Picks. I will be in question mark kicks, modding for Fight Night Picks before the fights. I will be in the Pub Sports Radio live betting stream, chopping it up, talking shit, and hopefully watching these fucking Jersey Mike's, free Jersey Mike's bets cash. So yeah, man, let me get this fucking music going. Man, I hope you all have a good weekend. Have a good Friday night. Have fun. Be safe if you go out. Definitely call a fucking Uber. Do not fucking drive home drunk. Don't do it. But yeah, it was another good one, man. I'll put my plays up as this plays out. Great little 2-hour stream. Good pregame. Big thank you to everyone that came through. Once again, shout out to Post Sports Radio. Shout out to Fight Night Picks. Shout out to the motherfucking Arkandome. Shout out to all the usual suspects, man. You know who you are. I don't think we had anybody new, man. It was just the usual suspects coming through. So appreciate it, boys. Best of luck to you. And yeah, that's all I got. This has been just my 2 cents. And I'll catch you boys on the next one. Peace!